Good day, everyone. Welcome to our lecture number 5. So let us begin our learning journey. So today we'll be discussing the basic rights of employees under the Labor Code of the Philippines. Let's have first the reading of this selection. Okay, so what are the basic rights of employees under the Labor Code of the Philippines? So it's very obvious. The answer is they include the fair wages, reasonable working hours, safe and healthy working conditions, and protection from unfair dismissal or discrimination. And also, no, the role of these rights in the workplace is definitely to ensure employees work in a safe, respectful, and productive environment. So I have here no question of why is it important for employees to have these rights? Mahalaga ba sa mga workers na magkaroon ng tinatawag na standards no in terms of their rights as employee? Of course, the answer is yes, no, mahalaga. Because they promote justice, fairness, and efficiency in labor relations. Also, it ensures that workers are treated properly and the workplace runs smoothly. So let us now run through no some of the important standards lang that you need to know. Hindi lahat kasi masyado tong madami, but at least yung basic lang rights that you need to know as of this moment. Okay, the first one is the pre-employment. So, ang tanong, ano ba yung minimum age, ano? So, according to the general rule, no child below 15 years old of age can be employed in any public or public establishment. For again, ano, ages 15 to or under 18, children in this stage or age range can work. However, they are not allowed to be engaged in the worst forms of child labor or be hired as models for products like alcohol beverages, tobacco, gambling, and pornography. So the following shall be the only exemptions no to the prohibitions on the employment of children below 15 years 15 years of age, and the conditions for availment of said exemptions are the following. Pwede naman, however, no, ito ang mga conditions. When the child works directly under the sole responsibility of her parents or legal guardian who employs member of his or family only under the following conditions. The employment does not endanger the child's life safety, health, and morals. Also, the employment does not impair the child's moral or normal development. Another, the employer, parent, or legal guardian provides the child with a primary or secondary education prescribed by the Department of Education. Ito po para sa mga 18 years below. Okay? But hanggang 15 lang ito. Next, relations and conditions on employment. Of course, let's talk about the minimum wage. So the minimum wage rate in the Philippines vary from region to region, with boards established for each region to monitor economic activity and adjust minimum wages based on growth rates, unemployment rates, and other factors. Ito yung reason bakit po meron tayo no na iba't ibang wage range wage rates no in the Philippines. The reason is number one sa kanilang economic activity, sa growth rate nila, and of course yung kanilang employment rate. Okay. So ito po according to ADOLE or the Department of Labor and Employment, so yung minimum wage daw po no or rate ng ating employees are the following. Number one, kapag ikaw ay nasa under non-agriculture, then ang rate mo is 695 pesos. Now, if you are in the agriculture service, retail establishment employing 15 workers or less, manufacturing establishment regularly employing less than 10 workers, then the minimum wage no is 658. Okay, next. For the regular work hours and rest period. So, according to DOLE, the normal hours of work, according to Article 83 Labor Code, general rule is normal working hours for any employee shall not exceed to 8 hours per day. So, health personal coverage naman applies to resident physicians, nurses, nutritionists, dietitians, pharmacy, social workers, so on and so forth. So the regular schedule is 8 hours, 5 days per week. Meals break is also included. Exemption natin dito, no? If service, for example, requires 6 days or 48 hours per week, then you are entitled to at least 30% additional pay for the sixth day. So, ibig sabihin, meron kang additional pay na matatanggap if you are required to work, no? If 6 days or 48 hours per week. So, the meal period, definitely, no, 60 minutes or 1 hour, no, sa isang araw. So, according to Article 91, specifically nito right to weekly rest day, it shall be the duty of every employer, whether operating for profit or non-profit, to provide each of his employees a rest period of not less than 24 uh, consecutive hours after 6 consecutive normal work days. So, this article no, of the labor code ensures that every employee gets at least one full day of rest after working 6 consecutive days. Next, Article 93, compensation for rest day, Sunday, or holiday. So, where an employee is made or permitted to work on his scheduled rest day, so dapat lang, he shall be paid an additional compensation of at least 30% of his regular wage. An employee shall be entitled to such additional compensation for work performed on Sunday only when it is his established rest day. So again, pag pinagtrabaho ka during your rest day, Sunday or holiday, so you're entitled of 30% additional compensation of your regular wage. Next, Article 86, night shift differential. Every employee shall be paid a night shift differential of not less than 10% of your regular wage for each hour of work performed between 10 o'clock in the evening and 6 o'clock in the morning. So it's very clear. Next, Article 87, overtime work under labor code. The regular overtime is this, no? Any work beyond 8 hours a day is considered overtime. Next, employee must be paid the regular wage plus at least 25 extra for overtime hours. Again, additional 25% extra. Okay, additional payment for the employee no na nag-extend no or rendered overtime hours. So for the overtime on holiday or rest day, if work exceeds 8 hours on a holiday or rest day, the pay is higher. So payment is equal to your regular rate for the first 8 hours on holiday or rest day plus another at least 30 percent extra for the overtime hours. The purpose is to ensure employees are fairly compensated for working extra hours, especially on days they would normally rest. Now, for post-employment, Article 282, termination by employer. An employer may terminate unemployment for any of the following cause. So, kaya mag-ingat kayo with these causes. Number one, serious misconduct or uh, willful disobedience by the employee of the lawful orders of his employer or representative in connection with his work. Number two, gross and habitual neglect by the employee of his duty. So this is negligence of whatever duties or task assigned to you. Next, fraud and willful breach by the employee of the trust reposed in him by his employer or duly authorized representative. So this is obvious, no? Yung fraud, definitely, no? Cause for your termination. Next, commission of a crime or offense by the employee against the person of his employer or any immediate member of his family or his duly authorized representative is considered cause for your termination. Now, for the retirement age for an employee depends on the employment contract. Now, upon retirement, the retired employee should be given his or her benefits according to the agreement or contract between the employer and the employee. So, this dalawang paraan. If you have the contract, then you need to follow whatever written on that agreed agreement or contract. However, if there is no existing retirement plan or agreement for the employee, he or she may retire at the age of 60, given that he or she has served the employer for 5 years and shall be given a retirement pay for at least half a month's salary for every year of service. So take note, no, 6 months of work given is considered as one whole year for a retirement pay. Ano bang ibig sabihin nun? So, let us now simplify the explanation. Who it applies to? Number one, employees without a retirement plan or agreement in their company. Ano ba yung eligible age? So, 60 years old, but not older than 65. So, this is between 60 to 65 years old because 65 years old is the compulsory retirement age in the Philippines. Now, the minimum service requirement must have worked at least 5 years in the company. Ano ba yung retirement pay? So, employee gets at least half month salary for each year of service. So, for example, if an employee works 6 months or more, it counts as one full year for computation. So, for example, nagtrabaho ka or an employee work 10 years and 7 months. So, it counts as 11 years now. Because sabi nga sa slide, 6 months of work given is considered as one whole year. So, if you work, for example, for 10 years and 7 months, it is now considered as 11 years. So, the computation is retirement is equal to 11 months times half month salary. Then, makaka-receive ka ng 5.5 months of your salary.